Good morning, everyone. It's Rose Coleman coming to you live from my craft room here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I'm so excited. It is Friday. Got a crazy busy weekend coming up, but I am welcoming it. I'm so excited. Got lots of stamping to do. What could be more fun than that, right? I have a fun fold for you today. It is Fun Fold Friday, my favorite day of the week. I love to bring you a card share of a different type, not just scored in the middle and you open it. It's going to be a little bit of a different fold, but today I'm excited. I have a quick one for you. So this one's going to be super easy, and I want to shout out to all the people who have lots and lots of paper, designer series paper at home. I'm one of them. Good morning, Linda from Wisconsin. Good morning, Wendy. I have lots of paper. I hold on to paper. I am a certified paper hoarder. I love my paper because I am a scrapbooker at heart, and I hold on to my paper because I'm like, oh, I'm going to use that someday. I'm going to use that in an album. I know I have pictures that I want to use with that. So I have held on to so much paper over the years, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it because I know I'm going to get to use it. I got lots of years of stamping in me. And anyway, I want to share with you, if you love your paper, you should use it. Do not hoard it. Use it. Make something with it. Yes, Joyce, I think we all do. We're all guilty of it because it's so pretty. But when it's current, right? When it's in a catalog and it's pretty and you love it, you should use it and share it, right? Share it with your family and friends. Send a card, make a scrapbook layout, put it in your album, use it, right? Because it doesn't do anyone any good on a shelf, in a closet, or in a drawer somewhere. So we should definitely use our paper. My friend Kylie Bertucci says all the time, love it, chop it. That's what we should do. We should love it and chop it and use it and share the love, right? It's all about sharing for me. And that's why I join you live here every morning, Monday to Friday, because I love to share my love of stamping and my love of paper and stamps and ink and paper. I just love it all. And it just brings so much joy to my life. And if I can reach one of you and bring this hobby to you, if you're brand new, that is my goal, right? I'm just trying to read your comments as they fly by. Yes, okay, we're going to continue on playing with the Hues of Happiness suite. Several of you yesterday messaged that it's not available. I know that. It is not available right now, but the inventory status report is a report that us demonstrators have access to, and it says it's coming back in the warehouse the week of June 27th. So that's next week. So you just have to wait till Monday, possibly Tuesday. It says the week of, so give it a little bit of a grace period. It is in the annual catalog, which just released in May. It is coming back. It is not gone forever. It's a brand new catalog. It's just not available right now. So I want to share these ideas so that when it comes back next week, you can be right on it and you can grab that suite, because everybody needs this suite in their life. Okay, we're going to flip the camera. Good morning, Evelyn. Thank you for joining me. We're going to flip the camera and I'm going to share this fun fold with you. I have so much on my desk. I think I say that every morning. If you're watching me live, you're going to want to stay to the end. I have another fun card using this fold that I had so much fun this morning making. I can't wait to share it with you. It has nothing to do with Hues of Happiness. It has something to do with something that's coming next Friday, that new mini catalog. So I want to share that with you. So stick around with me. Here we go. I'm going to flip my camera and we're going to get started here on my card. If I miss your comments, I will come back and check them. When I turn my camera, I can't always see them as I'm demonstrating, but I will come back if you have questions. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm going to tilt you down, point you at my work surface here. Ah, thank you, Anne. Thank you. That just makes my day. Wow. Such kind words, you guys. I love to join you live every morning. It really sets the pace for my day to get stamping and creating first thing in the morning. It's like a workout for my mind. It really truly is, though. It just brings me a lot of joy to make a card, scrapbook page, treat container, whatever you want, anything paper crafting. It just really makes me happy. All right, I'm just working with my little knobs on my my camera mount to make sure that you can see my hands and you have a good view of my work surface here. Okay, so we are going to play with the Hues of Happiness 12 by 12 paper. I have shown it several times on screen. It is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I'm not going to show you all the pages today. I've shown them several times here, but I do want to point out one of the sheets that I am going to be featuring today. So the Happiness Abounds stamp set looks like this. The bundle is bundled with the matching dies. So these dies here, I know it looks kind of like a big mess here, but I want to share with you these dies. Hi, Cheryl Hall. Thank you for joining me. These dies, they have done an outstanding job with these dies. Let's take a look here. I'm going to share with you what they do. They cut out all of the flowers on these sheets. So you want to just take your scissors and just go around, loosely cut around each image so that you can fit these onto your cutting machine. Okay, so, and you might need to do them, you know, if they touch, you want to do them separately. So what I did is I actually took my scissors and I went kind of up zigzag, and I didn't cut any of the flowers because I wanted to hold on to every single one, right? And there's more. There's this one here, cuts out those leaves. This one will cut out that bloom up there. And they're done in multiple colors. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dies on this piece of paper alone. It is so gorgeous, Cheryl. I know. And you get all of the different colors in here. It is outstanding paper. And then the rest of the dies in this set, of course, I played with this one on Monday. These also coordinate with the stamp set. They coordinate with these little images here. You can do these little bouquet. You can make your own little bouquet and cut them out. And then last but not least, we have these little border dies, which I've played with. I played with this one this week, and I'm going to use this one today. So we're pretty much going to be touching all of these dies this week. So I love that. I love to share with you lots of ideas using a complete suite so you can see the value of it, right? Okay, so that's the paper. We're going to play with this sheet right here. This is the pattern, is what we're going to use today. So let's get started. I have that sheet and I have trimmed it down to 5.5 by 12. Okay, so you're going to get 2 of these out of a piece of DSP because it's 12 by 12. So 5.5 by 12. And I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer now, and I'm going to score at 4, 6, and 8. Now this will be on my blog at noon today, so you don't need to write this down. You can go over there if you want to get these measurements, and you can just relax and watch this morning or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. We're going to score at 4, 6, and 8. Now when you're scoring designer series paper, don't press too hard because you may actually puncture and cut your paper, and you don't want to do that. All right, so that's all we need for scoring. Did you case my card from yesterday? Yay, Margaret. Awesome. I'm so happy you like that one. Okay, so we're going to take this now and we're going to do an accordion fold. So we're going to fold forward, then backwards, then forward again. And we're just going to get that classic M or a W shape, okay? Hi, Lena. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so we've got that. Now I'm just going to reinforce these score lines with my bone folder to make nice little crisp creases. Then I have a matching piece, one of my favorite colors of all time, Melon Mambo, and it measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. It's a quarter sheet of a piece of cardstock. And we're going to put this designer series paper onto the front here of this. Okay, so I'm going to flip this over, make sure I've got this all lined up good. I don't want any outside edges not being even, so let's make sure that's all good. And then we're going to add our glue to the background. So this is probably the right side up here, so that's going to go on the front. So turn it around and we're going to put glue all over the back. So you could use Tear Tape, whatever your favorite glue is. We're just going to glue this entire thing down on the left side of this piece of Melon Mambo. We're going to go flush right to the edge, and we're going to press that down, just like so. So we do have a little bit of Melon Mambo sticking out the side. That's on purpose. So then when I open it, it's going to open like this. Now we want to reinforce it. Of course, the cardstock serves as a reinforcer, right? It's going to make this stronger, but we've got other layers that are going to go on here that make it very strong. So I learned this fun little fold from my mentor, Rhonda Wade, and she did this one in a 5-minute Friday class. She called it on a YouTube channel. And it's going to take me a little more than 5 minutes. I'm going to add some extra layers, but you'll get the gist of how easy this card comes together. So for the front, we need some cardstock layers. So we have a piece of Melon Mambo that measures 4 by 3. And then I have the smaller piece here measuring 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. And I'm going to bring in that die, the one that looks like it's been, when you use it, it looks like you've ripped it out of a book. Not a book, but a scribbler. I don't know if anybody knows what a scribbler is. We used to call them scribblers. I'm from Newfoundland, and you know, sometimes I don't know, sometimes I say things and people are like, what is a scribbler? It's basically a coil bound book, right, that we used in school. So basically, if you tear a sheet out, this is what will be left. So I did mention the other day with the other die that I'll hold this close and show you. There is a straight edge right here, okay? So you want to be mindful when you use this that you don't put it down. Yeah, scribblers. They have those in Nova Scotia, right, Rebecca? Maybe everybody has scribblers. I don't know. Sometimes I struggle with like, okay, is that a Newfoundland word? No one's going to know what I'm saying. I love my home province, believe me. But sometimes, yeah, I've learned since I moved to Alberta that that people don't know what I'm saying when I say certain words. That's okay. It's all good. I don't mind explaining myself. Okay, so when I lift this off, then you're going to see what happens. We get this little strip that comes away here. That's what I wanted to happen. If you put it the other way, you will not get the holes. You'll just get a piece that cuts off. And I demonstrated that on, I think it was Tuesday. There we go. I'm just going to run my fingernails along, and then we get that beautiful scribbler. Okay, so scribbler is a common term. Okay, notebook, scribbler. Yeah, you guys get the gist. So this die will give you that look. Okay, so that's what I'm going to use on the front of my card today. It's going to layer onto the Melon Mambo, so then you can really see those nice little holes pop out. You know, if you really wanted it to make it rustic, you could like run your fingernail along and bend up those pieces. But I'm just going to leave it flat, and I'm going to bring in my stamp. Now I'm going to bring in, let's grab the stamp set. This stamp set has some really beautiful greetings. I'm going to use the one on the front. You are wonderful in every way. This one right here. I'm actually using 3 greetings on my card. Love it when you get to use like multiple images from a stamp set. So let's see. Okay, I've got you are wonderful in every way. I'm going to use Melon Mambo to stamp that. Let me just raise up here a little bit. And we're going to stamp that on my basic white at the bottom. Down here. There we go. Okay, so we've got that done. We can go ahead and glue this down now. So I'm going to bring in my liquid glue, add a little bit of glue here to my piece. And we're going to put this onto our Melon Mambo piece, like so. And then I'm going to bring in, remember I was showing you the die cuts. Well, I've already gone ahead and cut out these beautiful flowers and some green stems. And I have been having a ball cutting all of these out. I have flowers galore, which is great, right? You need all the flowers. And it really makes a difference because when you need to make a card, you can just open up your package and you'll have flowers ready to go. So if your husband's waiting in the car and you're on your way to a barbecue or something, you could totally make a quick card. You can run back in the house if you forgot your card and be like, okay, where are those flowers that I cut out? Okay, so we're going to stick these down. I put dimensionals on the flowers. I'm going to put the leaves down with glue. I'm going to tuck the leaves in the background. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue to my leaves. First, I'm just going to layer my flowers. Just kind of tuck them in around. I love these images because honestly, anything goes with these because you can arrange them however you want. And we're just going to take my leaf pattern, put one there. And then we're going to tuck this one in under here. Look how easy that went together, right? So fun. All right, so this is ready to go on the front of my accordion fold. I'm just going to add my glue, and we're going to put this right on the front. Let's bring back the card front. It's going to go right here. You could put it sideways if you want. I'm just going to put it straight, just like that. Now let's open up and see the inside. Now the inside, the flip side of all of these patterns has this beautiful rainbow pattern on the background. So there's different colors. The one I have here has the blues and greens. So depending on where you cut your paper, you're going to get different background, and I really love that. So for the inside, we want to do some decorating. So I have 2 strips of the Matching Designer Series paper. I love to pull in the pattern that I used on the outside. So I've got 2 1-inch strips. I'm just going to put them on the outside edges here. So let's just flip those over, add a little glue, and we're just going to pop these down here. So, you know, like I mentioned the other day with strips of paper, that's the other thing that we tend to hold on to, right? Because you don't want to throw out any little pieces of paper, because it might just be the little bit of pop of color that you need for a project. So here's a project where you can use those little strips of paper. And this one seems a little tiny bit long, so we're just going to flip that over and trim off that little hair. That's a little bit too long. Okay, so there's our little flowers on the inside. I'm loving this. Okay, so let's bring in another piece. I have a piece of Night of Navy that I'm going to put right here. This one measures 3 inches by 4 inches, just like the front. It's the same measurement as the front. I'm going to put that down here, like so. And I have a piece of basic white. I have 2 pieces of basic white, actually. I have a piece that measures 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. And I also have this little piece here that I used the dies that came out last year in the holiday catalog, and they are back, you guys. They are called, look at these, there's so many of them. I'm just gonna take them out of the packaging here and show you. There's a set of 19 dies, and they are called Seasonal Labels dies. And I love that they carried over, because there's some fantastic dies in here. They're not just for Christmas. All of the label dies are fabulous for any big greetings that you have. I love this one for scrapbooking. The one that I'm using today is this one right here. I went ahead and cut out a basic white piece. So we're gonna do a little stamping on there. And we're going to do a little stamping on this piece. So for the die cut, I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday. Now, I wanted a happy birthday that would fit on that die cut, okay? The stamp set has a happy birthday. Indeed it does, but it's this big and it's longer. So if you look on your stamp set, it'll tell you images are shown at 90%. So it's actually bigger than it shows on the case, right? So I was like, okay, that's way too big. So I just did a little stamp surgery, and I snipped my stamp into 2 words. You're totally okay to do that. It's your stamps. You can do it. I just made it Happy Birthday. Now, if I want it to be long, I can pull it off and I can arrange it onto a long block again, right? So I'm just going to put this back up here like that, and then I'm going to stamp that on there using Memento. And we're just going to ink this up and use your grid paper to see if it's straight. Yeah, it's straight. Okay, I'm happy with it. We're going to go with it. So I'm going to stamp that on here. And then I'm going to bring in my Melon Mambo ink, and we're going to add a little touch of color to the outside edges of this basic white die cut. It just makes it pop a lot more. And I'm using a sponge. We don't sell the sponges anymore, but you know we sell the daubers, right? The sponge daubers I need to get some more. I don't have one for every color. That's why I'm using my sponge, but I need to put that on my order for sure. Okay, so we've got that. Then we're going to do, there's a stamp set a stamp that says, wishing you all the happiness you can imagine. Isn't that nice? I love that. Okay, so let's stamp that onto my basic white in the center, like that. And I also have one of the images from the set that looks like a little flower bouquet. I'm going to bring that in and stamp that down here in the right-hand corner. all the stamps. That would look really cute on the envelope too, because it's so fun to send your envelopes with stamping on them, right? I always say when you send a stamped envelope, it'll get open before the bills for sure, right? People will know, oh gosh, that's something fun in there, and they'll rip that open. I'm just going to grab my blends really quick here and add a little color to these flowers. So I just got some polished pink here. You could use Melon Mambo, that would match, but I need to order a new Melon Mambo blend, so I'm just using polished pink. Use what you have, right? Use what you have. So this is, what do I have here? Dark Daffodil Delight. We'll do this flower in Daffodil Delight. We'll do all of these over here in Daffodil Delight. And then I have a little bit of, or I have my Mango Melody. I'm going to add a little center to these flowers in Mango Melody. And that's a nice little pop of color. So there we go. We're going to just flip that over, add a little bit of glue to the outside edges, and we're going to put that onto the Night of Navy layer. Let's bring back my card here. I'm going to put this on here. Wishing you all the happiness you can imagine. This, you know, this set would make a fantastic wedding card. Now I've got, mine is birthday, but if you need a wedding card, this would be an awesome one, because there is a congratulations in here. I used that one the other day. And so, yeah, I love a versatile stamp set. Absolutely. So I am taking my dimensionals and putting them on the left side of my greeting. And I'm going to mount this greeting, the happy birthday, right here in the center on the spine. So this is the part that pops up. I'm just going to fold it over. I've got my dimensionals only on this side, because if you put them on both sides, you're going to close your card shut, and I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to put this right here, just like that. And then that's how it's going to open and close this way, like that. There we have it. Such an easy card. And I love the background. Like, I love that we're using, and we can see both sides of the paper. I mentioned the other day that, you know, sometimes the paper is so beautiful, it's hard to make a decision which side you're going to showcase, right? Because they're so beautiful. This type of card, you can actually see both, right? You can see both sides of your paper. All right, so I'm going to bring in, when you purchase this Hues of Happiness suite, you're going to get the glossy dots, the DSP, the stamps, and the dies. So let's use some of these glossy dots and bling up my card here today. We're going to use the Melon Mambo ones because they match perfectly. So let's put one down here, and we'll put a small one up here. There we go. You could bling up the flowers as well. You could do that, put them on the flowers. I've seen many cards on Pinterest where they put them in the center. Totally, you can add more bling. So there we have it. It's such a quick and easy accordion fold using designer series paper, and you can get 2 of these out of a sheet of cards of designer series paper. Now, I promised you at the end of the video I would share with you another card using something that's coming, and I am over the moon excited about this card. So we have a new product suite, and the stamp set is called Kindest Gnomes. Oh my gosh, I love gnomes. And this is the card I made this morning when I was having my coffee. I did the same exact style. There's my little gnome. I colored her with blends. You know me so well. And then double-sided paper gives you anxiety, as I feel I'm wasting one side. You don't have to waste both sides, right? Because here we go. So this is a bundle that is coming, you guys. The gnomes are fantastic. You're going to get stamps, dies. Look at the dies here. And look at this gnome. Oh my gosh, he is so stinking cute. I am over the moon excited. I'm going to be having a class, an online class in July. You're going to want to order this on July 1st. This product suite is going to sell out for sure, I think. Anyway, I'm a big gnome fan. And here's the paper, and you can see, you can even add a panel over here to do some more. You could put another gnome over there, and it is so, I love it too. Thank you so much, Evelyn. Yes, thank you all. I see your love coming up through the screen, and I just like, it just makes my heart so happy to be able to use my designer series paper and to feature both sides, right? And I know the recipient is going to love getting these cards and to be able to see, you know, oh wow, look at that paper. That's what it looks on the other, like on the other side too. Thank you guys so much. All right, I'm going to flip you back around here. I will have pictures over on my blog and all of the cutting instructions and scoring instructions for these cards today at noon Mountain Standard Time. So if you want to go over to rosecoleman.com, you'll be able to get all of the measurements about this card here. So I hope you enjoyed my video today. Thank you all for joining me again. And I love to share quick and easy cards because, you know, like I said in the beginning, we all have paper. So use it, share it, chop it up, share it, and send a card to someone and brighten their day, right? Thank you all for joining me. You've brightened my day by joining me here today with your love. I see it, your thumbs up, your comments, your sharing. I appreciate you so, so much. And I wish you all a great weekend. And I'll be back again on Monday morning, Mountain Standard Time at 9:30 for another fun card share. Put the gnomes on your wish list, you guys, and order them on Friday, on July 1st next week. If you live in Canada and you order with me, this is going to be part of an online class I'm offering later in July. You will get all of the cardstock pieces, and you can make this card plus more. This one will be in my class as well. So I'm trying to read your comments and talk at the same time, and I'm not good at multitasking. Thank you, Judy. You have a great weekend too. Thanks so much. I will see you on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Happy stamping. Bye-bye.